What's up, YouTube? Yu-Gi-Oh! Stickman here. This is not a deck profile, but this is basically what I like to do with my deck when playing. I shuffled the deck. This is a random hand. You can believe me or not believe me if you feel like it. I'm trying my best to let you all be able to see what cards I have. I'm gonna move them up some, but basically. Mind Abyss, Aerial, Warning, and Chain. And now I'm going to stop talking and show you what I would normally do. Oh yes, and the deck is right here. So I decided to use some older sleeves that I have. But here's the sixth card. I'll always place it there. I would place down. Oh my god, I just said I would stop talking and now I'm talking again. Really? Okay, now here's where I'm going to pick back up at the top. I added Shadow to my hand using the effect of Ishki Abyss, which I summoned. He's my sixth card, which meaning that I already drew. Yeah, that's right, the count is right. Now, normally I would pitch Shadow and then get a ritual, but then usually I have another backup plan where I can somehow pitch and get vision. But I'm just gonna make my graveyard over here. Seeing as how I don't have that plan at the moment, I'm just gonna pull an Aquamirror. And I am proxying certain cards, like my extra deck. I'm gonna put it in the description, but I have like none of the cards for it. So at the moment I'm proxying, if you will, and I do have a decent side deck. Do it here. Alright, then I would play Aquamirror. Oh yes. And ditch these two to make 6. And that would be that. And the song is down. So next turn when they try and go off by, you know, maybe dark holing me, then I'll have a backup. Alright, now for time's sake, let's just say that they went, and so my 6th card that I drew, or like my draw from the next turn, would be a double summon. This is a double summon I'm practicing, because once again, I can obtain a double summon quite easily. Hieratic Sun Dragon, which is my favorite overlay at the moment for this deck, next to, and then Marrowgeist. I'm working on getting a Marrowgeist first and foremost, but I just decided to go ahead and get Hieratic Sun Dragon first because he's a $150 secret rare out of the CT09. Oh, excuse me. And I have I have a Illuminate, which is $1, so that's just a 50-cent difference, and people are going to be willing to go on that, hopefully. If not, then I can get other stuff. So I have other ways, yeah. So, next, I would keep that in hand. Well, I would play, activate double summon, so that's going, and then I would set Aerial. Now, Gishki's ability, or Chain's ability, my bad, Gishki. Am I gonna get it? No, I'm not. Okay. So, now you should know Chain is ability, but if you don't, look at the top 3 cards of the deck. If there's a ritual monster or a spell card, you can reveal it and add it to your hand. and then you get to return the others to the deck in the order that you want. Now, Emilia, I run her on the deck simply because of spellcaster lockdowns and like just to lock down my opponent's back row. Because when she's on the field, when she's normal summoned, you can't or flip face up, return it to the hand at the end of the turn, and when she's normal summoned or flips face up, you negate all trap card effects on the field until the end phase, and you must control another face-up Gishki monster to activate and resolve this effect. So this, I have 2 Gishki monsters on the field, not counting Ariel, which was face down. This card locks down your opponent like a boss. Because you play her, that no traps allowed. And if they don't get out something that can beat Emilia, and she's at 16, so that's pretty, she's a beat stick, you know what I mean? And so, if they can't get anything out that can potentially lock her down, they are basically screwed for the rest of the turn as far as traps go. Then she comes back to your hand, so you can just replay her and bam, lock down once again. And so, I mean, yeah, it's during your turn because you played her, unless you like do some sort of funky thing where something funky where you're like, you give yourself another summon during their turn, like Doris. But through Chain's ability, I have the ability to pick the order, so I'm gonna put Emilia first, Ariel, and then Chain once again. And those go stack right back on top of the deck. Now thanks to my double summon, I normal summoned. This is face down. Alright, now we have a pretty hefty field, and Mind Dagger's effect would have taken place. But I only have 3 monsters in grave, and I'm not about to return any of my opponent's monsters unless it's like Dark Worlds, especially not against my Team Madolche deck, which is, let me move this up because that's the song. Not against my Team Madolche deck because the monsters return themselves anyway. So now I've just run into Emilia, and what I can do is flip Ariel and bring Shadow to the hand, so that next time I'll be able to, because since I put Ariel second, okay, so next time if I could flip her up, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip her up, bring Shadow, who's at the bottom of the deck, so no real need to shuffle. I did this, and then who's there. So that's kind of how I feel about that matter, I suppose. Now I would overlay, and I would make Heretic Sun Dragon Heretic Sun Dragon of Overlord or whatever, something like that. Then I would normal summon Ariel or Emilia, and they would be locked down for that rest of that turn. Then I would attack. And that would be that. Then I would use Shadow's ability, send him to the grave, and search out for. Actually, I wouldn't. I would keep him in hand. I didn't go too far through my deck, but anyways, this is just for practical purposes. But I'm gonna kill it right here because it's kind of getting long, and I don't want it to drag on for too long. So yeah, that'll be part 1. Peace.